Hi guys, it's Marla, and this is my quick tip of the day for those of you who have been struggling with nails that are splitting and thin, thick, raggedy cuticles with lots of little skin kind of hanging out all around this area, and just try to make your hands a little bit more beautiful and attractive. I have always been plagued with very thin nails that always were very weak, would always split. I could never seem to grow them out. They just never seemed hard to me. No matter what I did, I would go and buy, I don't know how many dollars worth of hardeners for my nails, but a lot of times it just seemed to make my nails worse. About 6 months ago, I started doing some things to my hands every night, and sometimes once or twice during the day, that I honestly can say have made a huge difference. And I don't mean huge, I mean huge difference in the way my fingernails are now. Now you're gonna have to excuse my ratty polish because some of it got smeared, but my nails have never been this hard. I don't let my nails grow super long, but like I said, my nails don't split anymore. They're really, hear that? They're rock solid. I can actually cut them. I would used to cut my fingernails, and just cutting them sometimes would split them, which seems absolutely crazy. I don't have that problem at all anymore. And my cuticle has actually seemed to have gotten almost non-existent now as a result of treating my hands. I used to have kind of a very thick cuticle, and now my cuticle is almost non-existent. I mean, it's just so thin, it's almost gone. And a lot of the little stragglers that I used to constantly have around my fingernails are all gone. It's very smooth. This is what I have been using for the past 6 months, and I know it's going to seem like a real pain. However, if you do this, I would be very surprised if your nails did not become stronger and more beautiful as a result of doing this, but you have to be consistent. You can't just do this like once a week and just, oh, I forgot to do it tonight, I'll do another. I actually have been doing this every night. So let me show you the products that I use. The first thing I do every night, and a lot of these products are kind of a little greasy, so I'll show you how I get around that. Everything I have here is from Burt's Bees, and I'm not a huge Burt's Bees fan. It's just that for some reason, the stuff that's in the Burt's Bees hand products seem to make my nails just grow like wildfire and make them super hard. I don't know what it is. The first thing I use is the Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream every night. And as you can see, I've been using this for months. I am almost down to the bottom of the pan on this one. What I do is I just take a little bit of this out, and it is like just a greasy mess. It's almost like Vaseline. And I just rub it all over all my cuticles. And I even put it on my fingernails when they're painted. So now I have the cuticle cream all over my cuticles. The next step I take is the Burt's Bees Almond Milk Beeswax Hand Cream. And as you can see, I'm almost out of that one also. And I just dig some of this out, and I actually rub this all into my hands. So right now, my hands have all that in, the cuticle cream's all on, and they're really greasy. I normally do this at night. For example, if I'm in front of the television and watching, the US Open or something like that, I just am laying in front of the TV with kind of nothing else to do. I put that all over my hands, and I take a pair of spa gloves. They're just super soft gloves that I got. I actually got these at my local supermarket. Mine are kind of ratty because I throw them in the laundry to kind of clean up some of the mess. After a while, from sticking my greasy hands in these, they kind of get weighed down a little bit. So these are my spa gloves. They're very soft. So as I have this on my hands in front of the television, or if I'm just sitting there doing nothing, I put these gloves on with all that stuff all over my fingers. And as I'm sitting in front of the TV, I just kind of rub my hands together, just kind of make sure all of the cuticle cream and all of the almond milk is just all massaged into my hands. So I will actually lay there like this with these gloves on for pretty much as long as I can. I mean, if I'm laying there for an hour watching something, or for 30 minutes, or for 15 minutes, I'll just lay there until I need to actually take these gloves off. So I do that every night. The only time I haven't done this is if I'm traveling. I don't take all this stuff with me. I may just take a little bit of the cuticle cream. But if I'm home, I routinely put the cuticle cream on and the Burt's Bees almond milk, beeswax hand cream every night, and then I put the spa gloves on my hands and just kind of let that soak into my hands. I'd say for at least 15 minutes, but for as long as you possibly can. Then when you take these gloves off, your hands may still be a little bit kind of tacky, but they're really not that bad at all. And then I just go to bed leaving this on my hands. Then throughout the day, if my hands get a little dry, the other thing I use, and this stuff really stinks, I'll warn you in advance, is the Burt's Bees hand salve. And you can see kind of where I've been digging into this. I keep digging in the same spot, and I don't know why. And when you take this out, it looks like Vaseline, and it almost smells like Vicks or some petroleum product. It really does stink. So if you're with a group of people going out to lunch or breakfast, I recommend that you don't put this on your hands at that time. But this is another staple I have, and I use this every day. I'll just get a blob of this out, and I'll just massage this into my cuticles, rub it all into my hands, and it does make your hands greasy. So after I rub it into my hands, what I do is I'll get maybe just a little bit of a wet cloth and just kind of rub the excess off my palms, and then just rub the rest in. So I still have some on my hands, but it's just not as greasy. I can honestly say, and I really could never believe this, but using this stuff every day has made 100% improvement in my ratty old nails. Here's my burn right here that I burned, but in my ratty old nails. So this really is a great regime for getting your nails stronger and having your hands beautiful with a nice cuticle. I gotta go get my dog now. So hopefully that was a good tip. Bye-bye, guys.